Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Dear Mathematics and also welcome to the chapter of vector. Let us proceed through the exercise part and starting from the rest of the problems number 11. So we have to prove that the modulus of magnitude of a vector plus b vector less than or equal to magnitude of a vector plus magnitude of b vector. So first of all we have to go through a triangle and let ABC be any triangle. Let ABC be any triangle where AB vector is equal to A vector, BC vector is equal to B vector. Then according to the triangle of vector addition, AC vector will be A vector plus B vector. Here it is A vector plus B vector. So magnitude of A vector is the length of AB. Similarly, magnitude of V vector is length of BC and magnitude of A vector plus B vector is AC. But in the triangle ABC, sum of the two sides is always greater than the third side. So AB plus BC is always greater than AC. In place of AB, now we can put here magnitude of A vector plus in place of BC magnitude of B vector greater than AC. That means magnitude of A vector plus B vector. Just changing or reversing the two sides, here we can have magnitude of A vector plus B vector is less than magnitude of A vector plus magnitude of B vector. And here it is the case number 1. Then we have to go through the equality sign. If the 3 points A, B, C are collinear, here it is the second case. Suppose the 3 points A, B, C are collinear. If A, B and C are collinear, then AB plus BC is equal to AC. In place of AB, we can put magnitude of A vector. In place of BC, we can put magnitude of B vector. And here in place of AC, we have to put magnitude of A vector plus B vector. And it is the case number 2. So from case number 1 and case number 2, we can have, just changing the sides here. Let us change the sides. Magnitude of A vector plus B vector is equal to magnitude of A vector plus magnitude of B vector, and it is the equation number 2. So from equation 1 and equation 2, we have the required part is here, A vector plus B vector, its magnitude is less than or equal to magnitude of A vector plus magnitude of B vector, and here it is proved. So it is all about the proof of the first bit of number 11 of bit A. Then moving to the second bit. And here it is the second bit, and we have to prove that magnitude of A vector minus B vector is greater than or equal to magnitude of A vector minus magnitude of B vector. Similarly, we have to take the consideration of a triangle ABC first. Let ABC, this is the solution. Let ABC be a triangle such that AB vector is equal to A vector. Then CB vector is equal to B vector. Then AC vector will be A vector minus B vector according to the triangle law of vector addition. According to the triangle law. We know that from the first bit, 11a bit I, we know that AC plus CB is always greater than equal to AB from the first bit, from the previous question. Okay, you can write down previous solution. AC plus CB, okay, here AB is equal to magnitude of A vector, then CB is equal to magnitude of V vector. Similarly, SC is equal to magnitude of A vector minus B vector. In place of SC, you can put down magnitude of A vector minus B vector plus CB. In place of CB, you can also write down magnitude of V vector greater than or equal to. In place of AB, you have to write down magnitude of A vector. Similarly, magnitude of A vector minus B vector is greater than or equal to magnitude of A vector minus magnitude of B vector. And here it is the proof of the second bit of 11a question. Then let us move towards to the next question. So here it is the question number 11b. In this question it has been asked to find out what is the geometrical significance of magnitude of A vector plus B vector, that is equal to magnitude of A vector minus B vector. And for this we have to consider the example of a parallelogram ABCD. Okay, let ABCD be a parallelogram. Let ABCD be a parallelogram such that AB vector is equal to A vector, then VC vector is equal to B vector. Then SC vector is equal to A vector plus B vector according to the triangle law. Okay, this is the triangle law. In the triangle ABC, here AD vector is equal to again B vector, because these two vectors are parallel in the same direction as the opposite sides. Then the AD vector is equal to also V vector. If AD vector is equal to V vector and AB vector is equal to A vector, that means the DB vector will be of the, then DB vector is equal to A vector minus B vector. So here SC is equal to magnitude of AC vector, that means magnitude of A vector plus B vector. Similarly, and also DB is equal to magnitude of DB vector, and that is equal to magnitude of A vector minus B vector. But in the question, it has been given that the magnitude of A vector plus B vector is equal to magnitude of A vector minus B vector. That means these two are equal with each other. If magnitude of A vector plus B vector is equal to magnitude of A vector minus B vector, that implies SC is equal to DB. That means the two diagonals are equal with each other. Two diagonals are equal. So here ABCD is a parallelogram having the two diagonals are equals, or you can say that equal diagonals. That is, ABCD is a parallelogram having two equal diagonals, hence ABCD is a rectangle. Hence ABCD is a rectangle having the adjacent sides, A vector and B vector. So this is the geometrical significance, because in the question it has been asked to find out what is the geometrical significance if magnitude of A vector plus B vector is equal to magnitude of A vector minus b vector. So this is the geometrical significance we have here. And what is the geometrical significance? We have got here just the two diagonals are equal to each other of a parallelogram ABCD. So this parallelogram is in the form of a rectangle. Then let us move first to the next question. So let us go through the question number 12. It has been asked to find out the magnitude of vector PQ, its scalar components and the component vector along the coordinate axis if P and Q of the coordinates given here. So we have the coordinates of 2 points P and Q, and from the or by using the coordinates, first of all we have to find out the PQ vector, then its scalar components, then its vector components and also its magnitude. Okay, it is the question number 12. P minus 1 3 and Q 1 2 are two given points. First of all, we have to find out the vector PQ. So the position vector of Q minus position vector of P. Okay, it is 1 minus minus 1 I cap plus 2 minus 3, it's j cap, then it is 2 I cap, okay, then minus j cap, and it is the PQ vector. Then we have to find out its scalar components. Its scalar components are 2 and here it is minus 1 because 2 multiplied with I cap then plus minus 1 multiplied with j cap. So this is the scalar component. Then we have to find out the vector components. Vector components are 2 I cap because we have to associate these scalar components with their unit vectors, and here it is 2 I cap and minus j cap. Then we have to go through the magnitude of a P vector, PQ vector. Magnitude of PQ vector, that is equal to magnitude of P vector, and here it is square root of 2 plus square of minus 1, then it is root 5. So it is all about the first question or first bit of number 12. Then let us move first to the second bit. The second question, P minus 1 minus 2, Q minus 5 minus 6 are two given points. The PQ vector is position vector of Q minus position vector of P. Okay, so this is minus 5 plus 1 I cap plus minus 6 plus 2 j cap, and it is minus 4 I cap, then it is minus 4 j cap. Scalar components are minus 4 and minus 4. Vector components are minus 4 I cap and minus 4 j cap. Then we have to find out the magnitude of a PQ vector. Magnitude of a PQ vector in the symbolical form we can write down like this, and it is square root of minus 4 plus square of minus 4, then it is 16 plus 16 and it's square root, then it is square root of 32. Okay, you can also simplify this. And here it is the second bit of number 12. Then let us move towards to the third bit of number 12. So here it is the third bit P 1 4 minus 3 and Q 2 minus 2 minus 1 are two given points. And here we have to, first of all, we have to find out the PQ vector, then its scalar components, and then its vector components, and in final we have to find out its magnitude. So PQ vector is position vector of Q minus position vector of P, and here it is 2 minus 1 I cap plus minus 2 minus 4 j cap, then plus minus 1 plus 3 k cap. Then it is 1 I cap minus 6 j cap, and it is plus 2 k cap. So here it is the PQ vector. Then you have to find out its scalar components. Scalar components are 1 minus 6 and 2. Vector components are I cap, 1 into I cap, that means I cap, then minus 6 j cap and 2 k cap. Then final, we have to find out the magnitude of a PQ vector. Magnitude of a PQ vector, and this is square of minus 6 plus square of 2 and its square root 1 plus 36 plus 4, and this is square root of 41. So here it is all of the solution of the number 12. Here we have evaluated the scalar components, the vector components, as well as the magnitude of a vector in which the coordinates of 2 points has been given to you. Then let us move towards to the number 13. So in the problem number 13, it has been asked to find out the PQ vector, the magnitude and its direction cosines of the two given coordinates of 2 points P and Q. So let us start from the first bit. P 2 minus 1 minus 1 and Q minus 1 minus 3 2 are two given points. Then PQ vector is equal to minus 1 minus 2 I cap plus minus 3 plus 1 j cap plus 2 plus 1 k cap, and here it is minus 3 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap, and here it is the PQ vector. Then we have to find out its magnitude and as well as its direction cosines. So magnitude of a PQ vector, it is It is 9 plus 4 plus 9, and this is square root of 22. Then we have to find out the direction cosines of the PQ vector. The direction cosines are, first one is minus 3 upon square root of 22. The second one is minus 2 upon square root of 22 and 3 upon square root of 22. Just it is the solution of the given problem. Then the second question, second bit of the number 13. Here the two given points are P, it is 3 minus 1 7 and Q 4 minus 3 minus 1 are two given points. Then here PQ vector is equal to 4 minus 3 I cap plus minus 3 plus 1, it's j cap, then minus 1 minus 7 minus 1 minus 7 k cap, and here it is I cap minus 2 j cap minus 8 k cap. Then Magnitude of P vector, PQ vector, magnitude of PQ vector, here it is. And it is square root of 69. Then we have to find out the direction cosines. So the direction cosines are, the first one is 1 upon square root of 69, then the second one is minus 2 upon square root of 69 and minus 8 upon square root of 69. So this is all about the total complete solution of the number 13. Then let us move towards to the number 14. So here it is the question number 14, and here the given three vectors are given that A vector is equal to, then V vector is equal to, and C vector is equal to. Then we have to find out, first of all we have to find out A vector minus B vector plus 2C vector, then we have to find out its magnitude, and then later on we have to find out its direction. So A vector minus B vector plus 2C vector, and here it is. So 2, okay, this is 2I cap minus 2J cap plus K cap. Here it is 2I cap plus 3J cap plus 6K cap, and here it is minus I cap plus 2K cap. So just we have to find out the solution here. 2I cap minus 2J cap plus K cap plus, okay, minus B vector minus B vector. It is 2I cap plus 3J cap plus 6K cap plus 2 multiplied with C vector, that means it is minus I cap plus 2K cap. Then just simplifying, 2I cap minus 2J cap plus K cap, here it is minus 2I cap minus 3J cap minus 6K cap minus 2I cap plus 4K cap. So here 2I cap minus 2I cap got cancelled, the rest of the term is minus 2I cap along the x direction. Then minus 2J cap, it is minus 3J cap, that means minus 5J cap. Then here it is 4K cap plus K cap, 5K cap minus 6K cap, that means minus K cap. Then we have to find out its magnitude. Magnitude of A vector minus B vector plus 2C vector is square of minus 2 plus square of minus 5 plus square of minus 1 and its square root. Then it is 4 plus 25 plus 1, and that is square root of 30. Then we have to find out, it has been asked to find out its direction. So the direction cosines are, the first one is minus 2 upon square root of 30. The second one is minus 5 square root of 30 and minus 1 upon square root of 30. So it is all about the solution of the question number 40. Then let us move towards to the question number 15. Okay, let us solve the question number 15. And here it has been asked to determine the unit vector having the direction of the given vector in each of the following cases. So to find out the unit vector, suppose let us take any vector A vector, and the unit vector of A vector, it is determined by this formula, A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. So this is the procedure. So how we can find out the unit vector of a given vector? So it is the question number 15. Let A vector is equal to 5I cap minus 12J cap. So first of all we have to find out the magnitude of A vector. Magnitude of A vector, that is equal to magnitude of A vector, and here it is 5 square plus whole square of minus 12. Okay, this is equal to 13. Then we have to find out its unit vector. So unit vector is defined as a vector divided by magnitude of a vector. The a vector is 5 I cap minus 12 j cap divided by 13. That is equal to 5 by 13 I cap plus minus 12 by, okay, you can also write down minus 12 by 13 j cap. Then let us move towards to the second question. Let a vector is equal to 2 I cap plus j cap. So first of all we have to find out its magnitude. Magnitude of a vector is, it is square root of 5. Then we have to find out its unit vector. So the unit vector of A, it is a cap is equal to a vector divided by magnitude of a vector, and here a vector is 2 I cap plus j cap divided by square root of 5, that means 2 divided by square root of 5 I cap plus 1 divided by square root of 5 j cap, and it is the unit vector having the direction of the given vector. Then let us move towards to the next bits of this number 15. So the third bit of number 15, let a vector is equal to 3 I cap plus 6 j cap minus k cap. Then here magnitude of a vector is, it is 9 plus 36 plus 1, and it is square root of 46. Then we have to find out the unit vector. So unit vector is defined as a vector divided by magnitude of a vector. That means 3 I cap plus 6 j cap minus k cap divided by square root of 46. It is 3 y 46 square root of 46 I cap plus 6 y square root of 46 j cap, then minus 1 upon square root of 46 k cap. Then moving towards to the next question, fourth bit. Let a vector is equal to 3 I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap. First of all we have to find out the magnitude. So it is the square of 3 plus square of 1 plus square of minus 2, and it is whole square root. It is 9 plus 1 plus 4, then it is square root of 14. Then we have to find out the unit vector along the direction of a vector, and this is a cap. Okay, you can also write down unit vector of a vector is a cap is equal to a vector divided by magnitude of a vector, and here it is 3 I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap divided by square root of 14. It is 3 divided by square root of 14 I cap plus 1 divided by square root of 14 j cap minus 2 divided by square root of 14 k cap. So here it is the complete solution of all of the weights of number 15. So today we discussed about the most important problems of exercise 12A from the number 11 up to the number 15. In the next video we will start from the number 16. Till then, thank you.